Welcome back, everybody, to James Draws Everything. I'm James, but you already know that. And today we are continuing our drawing every flag of every country in the World Series. And we are going back to Europe. We haven't hit Europe since Poland, I think, our very first video. And today we're going to be doing Belgium. So Belgium, you can't really see it here. It's just north of France. Bordering France and the Netherlands, and Belgium has somewhat of a unique flag because, as you can see right now, what I'm doing with my grid lines here is I'm cutting this into a square. Belgium actually has a square design for its flag, so let's just do that with the grid lines and then just erase the extra over here. Not too many countries have a square design. They're mostly the rectangular like this, or longer rectangles like this. There's a couple, and we'll get to those when we get there. And yeah, so it's a pretty simple flag. 3 equal bands of black, yellow, and red. Just like Chad, actually, was kind of based on the French flag. And Belgium bordering France, you can kind of see why that is. There's a lot of French influence in Belgium. So I'm gonna do my yellow first. Actually, let me get the fatter yellow marker for this, because I need to actually see it. Okay, and we'll do our yellow first. I might have made that yellow a bit too fat on the left hand side, but that's why I did yellow first, because we can just easily go over yellow with pretty much any other color, especially black. Alright, so let's do our black next. And again, because we're actually doing a color on the flag, we're not going to use the pen, we're going to use the black marker. And I'm just going to extend that just a little bit over the yellow. For the Belgian flag. And James, what can you tell us about Belgium? Well, again, it's between France and the Netherlands. It's kind of been situated geopolitically in a rough area. They were invaded by Germany in World War I. The Rape of Belgium, as they call it. Belgium was usually neutral in most geopolitical conflicts. But, yeah, there's that. And they have a lot of there's a lot of monasteries in Belgium, and if you know anything about Belgian monks, they like to drink, and they probably make some of the best beers in the world. Yeah, if you've ever been to I don't want to dox myself here, but Belgium comes to Cooperstown in upstate New York. It's an awesome festival that the brewery Ommegang puts on every year. And there actually is a monastery like somewhere in the Adirondacks that shows up for that. So yeah, I guess when they fast, beer has a lot of calories, so they can't eat, but they make some damn good beers. And if you're an Ommegang fan like I am, then you know that. Devel, Trappist breweries, yeah, all out of Belgium. Good stuff. And again, I don't want to dox myself. I'm not actually from Central New York. I'm from Kiribati. That's right. Any day now, Kiribati. You can answer my emails. Again, James Draws Everything at gmail.com. Okay, so yeah, pretty simple flag. It is unique, again, because it's pretty much just a square. And James, what does the Belgian flag mean? The Belgian flag mean? Well, it's again kind of based on the French flag. The colors are based on the arms of the Duchy of Brabant before French influence. It's a yellow lion with red claws and a red tongue on a black field. And I don't know. I think this is kind of simple. And you know what that means for this channel. Let's just finish it off quick. Belgium. And Belgium is also home to a lot of organizations like the EU and NATO. You know, they meet in Brussels, which not a fan. But what can we do with this flag? I actually think I heard lion, right? I heard lion and you know, the Belgian crest. So, or what was it called? The Grand Duchy of Brabant. So what does their flag actually look like, or their design? Let's start drawing that. So it's got a lion's head. I wonder why the Belgian flag has a lion. I know the Belgians were pretty active in the African scramble, but that wasn't until the 19th century. So your guess is as good as mine, because as far as I know, I don't think there's lions in Belgium. Could be wrong, but I stand by my guess. Or it could just be one of those things too, like if you ever look at you know, we drew the flag of Bhutan earlier, and I said that they were the only flag in the world that has a dragon on it, and a lot of people said, well, what about Wales? And yeah, I know that, but Wales is part of the United Kingdom. Alright, so they're not, you know, it's kind of like Texas or something. It's not like a country. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of is, but it's more of a, you know, Wales is part of the United Kingdom, Texas is part of the United States. So, alright, so what do we got here? We got a lion. He's got a big spine. He's got kind of a funky thing going on with his tail. Yeah, this is a weird looking lion. Yeah, as far as the dragons go, it is kind of weird that you know, nations that have no interaction with each other whatsoever, you know, like the British Isles, Wales, and Japan, and even like your Scandinavian countries. I know they did invade the British Isles, you know, in like the 9th century, the Vikings, but they all have dragons in their lore, which is kind of cool if you're into that sort of thing. It's kind of like interesting that cultures that had nothing to do with each other whatsoever all have the same sort of beasts or monsters or whatever in their lore. Okay, so just draw, and this is a very like sort of curl his toes here, sort of exaggerated lion, but I don't know, I dig it. It looks pretty neat. I'm not done yet. So let's see. We got... Yeah, his tail is not like a typical lion tail. It almost looks like a dragon. Yeah, so again, you wonder where this comes from, because, you know, Belgians didn't go into Africa until, I want to say, maybe the 16th century, you know, when all the European powers were going into Africa. But again, how the hell would they have ever seen lions? Don't know. Comment below. Alright, so the red, you know, again, the red is the claws. So I'm just going to color those in. And the tongue. And what else? Did we get all of that? Yeah, I think we did. And the yellow. Again, right here. Just going to use my medium yellow because, again, don't got to worry too much about bleed. When actually there's a little bit of bleed there, but that's alright. I'll keep going with that. Now, if you are Belgian watching this, you know, again, I know you don't have lions in Europe. What would be the animal of Belgium? Kind of like over here in the United States, we've got the bald eagle. Like, what's something that you see in Belgium and you just think, yeah, that's Belgium? Don't know. And his eyes are actually colored in yellow on this. Alright, so, and then we're just going to outline them with black. And again, this was, you know, on the kingdoms, or the Duchy of Brabant. So this didn't necessarily have to be on a flag. It could have been, you know, like a coat of arms. It could have been on their shields. But definitely a lot cooler than just 3 stripes. Am I right or am I wrong? Now you tell me. Kind of like the Polish flag we did before, where I thought the eagle that they already had was pretty freaking cool. And they changed it to be a lot more simpler. Alright, so just closing in a black border around this guy. And you guys comment below, what do you think about Belgium? What do you think about Belgian beers? Have you ever had them, a gang? Have you ever been to Belgium comes to Cooperstown? I'd like to hear it. Comment below. Like and subscribe too, don't forget that part. Okay. It's kind of interesting that the lion has a lot of the same features as like the dragon, the baton there. You know, it's not just a lion, obviously. It's got a spiked tail and yeah, it's obviously some kind of cat. But yeah, it looks a little bit more mythical in design, like something out of Lord of the Rings or something. Alright guys, what do you think is cooler? The flag of Belgium or the banner of Duchy that inspired the flag of Belgium? And actually, hold on. I have to just close that out a little bit more over here. Okay. So yeah, I think the lion's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe they could put it in like the center of the flag to make it look cooler. But that's Belgium. And guys, thank you so much. We're finally done. You know, we got all of the countries of the world here. We finished. You know, we finished one sheet. And wait, what? What do you mean? No, I'm done. Like I told you, I was gonna draw. There's 194 of them. Oh my god! All right. So apparently I'm not done. I'm not even 5% of the way done. We've got 16 flags done, and I guess this series is just going to keep on rolling. So you know what you got to do at this point. You got to comment, you got to like, you got to subscribe, and most importantly, you got to see me on the next video.